Underneath an old oak tree in a quiet park sits a wooden bench, weathered by time. Every afternoon, Daniel, a man in his late 30s, visits the bench. Once, it was a lively place where he and his wife, Emily, would sit for hours, laughing and talking. Now it's just Daniel, his hands empty and heart heavy, as he watches the leaves fall, waiting for a voice he'll never hear again. Emily passed away 6 months ago. As Daniel sits, he closes his eyes, remembering the sound of Emily's laughter. The park is filled with families, the joyful shouts of children playing nearby. For a moment, Daniel almost smiles, remembering how they used to imagine growing old together, watching their own children play in the same park. But the weight of reality returns, and he feels the empty space beside him. One afternoon, an elderly woman named Margaret sits down on the other end of the bench. Daniel tenses at the intrusion, but says nothing. Margaret begins to talk, sharing stories about her late husband, the love they had, and how she visits the park to feel close to him. Her voice is soft, filled with a sadness that resonates with Daniel's own. Time doesn't heal everything, she says, glancing at Daniel. He doesn't respond, but her words stir something deep within him. Weeks later, Daniel brings a small box to the bench. It contains mementos from his life with Emily, photos, a dried flower from their wedding, and the letter she wrote him before she died, asking him to live fully after she was gone. He sits on the bench, opening the box slowly, tears filling his eyes as he rereads her words. He can feel her presence, as if she's still sitting beside him. But the bench remains empty. One last time, Daniel sits on the bench, but this time it's different. He holds the letter tightly and whispers, "I miss you," as a single tear falls. After a long moment, he stands up. Before leaving, he glances back at the bench, feeling a strange sense of peace. Emily is gone, but the love they shared remains, as deep as the roots of the oak tree above. Daniel walks away, knowing he won't return, leaving the empty bench behind. The wind rustles the leaves, carrying away the last whispers of the past. Click the subscribe button to receive our beautiful stories.